What's up, guys? Fatal Wrath channel here. Just want to do another talk video. I haven't done one in a while. This one, I want to kind of talk about something that happened a while back. Something that's getting on to about 3 years in the making here, pretty soon. And then, you know, after this video's been up for a while, it will be 3 years, and then it'll be past 3 years. What I'm basically talking about is a case of Chris Watts. You know, a case that was possible all over the world. One that nobody will ever forget. I certainly haven't forgotten about it. And once in a while, I'll watch some videos on it online, and I just sit there and wonder how a person can do something like that. Anyways, it's getting on to where it's about 3 years since this happened now. And I think there's going to be more videos coming out on the 3rd anniversary since the incident. And then there's probably going to be videos for when it goes into 4 years, 5 years, so on and so forth. I just don't think it'll ever be forgotten, and it'll be remembered forever. I just kind of want to put my 2 thoughts in it, because I'm a family man myself, and I don't think I could ever imagine doing something like this. The disrespect, the betrayal, everything. What I don't think anybody will understand is how can you go from having everything like that and just have it thrown away by doing something like this? Like, how do you get to that point? I don't like the guy, and I don't like what happened either. I feel sorry for the family still suffering over all of this. They have to live this every day of their lives. They probably don't look forward to the month of August anymore, because they know that's when it happened. I know if I was them, I wouldn't look forward to that time anymore. I would say to myself, you know, that time's coming, and I'm just going to be sad. I'm not going to be happy at all. It's something that they gotta, well, that they probably do still think about. You could try to forget about it and move on, but it's always there. Now, chances are, I mean, I can't speak for them, but chances are they're probably doing things to try to forget about it and not think about it every day. For me, though, I don't let it rule my life. But I do think about it every once in a while. Just trying to find something to say on this, pretty much. I do think about the situation once in a while. I don't let it rule my life and have to think about it every waking hour, but, you know, to anyone who's never known these guys, after you look at the case, you kind of feel like you have known that family, and you feel sorry for Shanann and Bella and Cece. You feel sorry for them. You know, rest in peace, condolences. Sorry the families have to grieve through this. You know, you feel sorry about that. You feel like you knew the 3 victims and the unborn victim. You look at pictures, you see how beautiful the kids were, and you just wonder, how can a parent do that to their children? It's just something that I don't think anybody could bring themselves to do. I know I could never bring myself to doing something like this. And I just sit there and I wonder how and why. The investigators, I wonder a lot of the same things that they wonder. How can a person bring themselves to this? It's just amazing and disgusting at the same time. You hope this bothers him every day in prison. You hope that he has sleepless nights. You hope that it tortures him every day. That he has to wake up to this is his life now. Hated by everyone. Will never see his family again. Will never have the life he once had 3+ years ago. And he's going to have to live with that every day of his life for the next, the rest of his life. The next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years that he's on this earth. I don't know how a person can bring themselves to do something like this. But he did, and I'm pretty sure you all know the story by now. There's videos on it. The guy went crazy and murdered his family because he got into an affair and he wanted to start a new life, and instead of just getting a divorce, he turned into a family annihilator. Basically is how it all went down. And there's more specific details of everything that happened in other videos out there. I don't really want to go through every specific detail and every single thing that he did. I'm not here for that. But I'm mainly here to say, you know, the case has gotten to me too. I think it's gotten to everybody that's viewed the story. I think it gets to everyone that views this story. And I just don't understand and don't know how or why it could happen, why a person could do this. I just don't know. I mean, I know they're crazy, I know they're psycho, I know they're narcissists and all that stuff. But it's just so mind-boggling how they could go to being such a normal family. He's got everything he ever wants and needs, and suddenly goes to this. I just don't know. But we're getting on to 3 years since it's happened. I've seen documentaries, I've seen movies about it, and I just finally have to say that it gets to me too, it blows my mind too. You'd think by just reading about some court cases or watching some videos on it, oh, it's here today and gone tomorrow. Okay, a person did something wrong and now they're going to jail for it. But then you see this and everything that he did, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. This is something completely different, something clear out in left field. What do you say to something like that? How do you respond? What do you do? I just don't understand it. So, I just wanted to make a little video. You know, I know the 3rd year's coming up here. There's probably going to be lots of videos on it. There may even be thoughts on how the family is currently feeling now, or maybe not. Maybe they just want to be left alone about it. Maybe, you know, they get after anybody who asks them about it. I don't know. I don't know where they stand at right now. But even 3 years later, this story just, I have no words for it. I sit here like, why is something from 3 years ago still sitting like this with me? Why can't I just watch the video and say, huh, okay, somebody did something wrong, spent life in prison, and move on? Well, you see the details of the case, and it's hard to just move on from it. You sit there and you just wonder, how does a person do this? How does this happen? Why is this happening? What's going on? I don't know. It gets to me. I think about it. I don't like the guy's actions. And I feel sorry that those 2 beautiful girls live such short lives. And that wife of his must have been a wonderful person. She gave him everything and he just threw it away. How do you even do that? What's going on? Why are we doing that here? I don't understand. But he did, and you just never understand it. So, I'm sorry if this kind of takes away from the usual things that I do on this channel. But once in a while I do talk about some things out there, and maybe because I'm mentioning this case, it's probably going to get a lot of views, maybe quite a few comments, and that's fine. I don't know why I feel like I have to say something about it, but again, just from being a dad, and I got 2 proud children of my own. I give everything for them. I give everything to them. I do everything for them. And I wouldn't trade them for the world. I just can't imagine bringing myself to doing what he did when kids can just be so wonderful. They look up to you. They're your world. They admire you so much. You can't do something like this to them. How did Chris bring himself to that? How did he do it? It's just something that's just too hard to think about. We just don't know. Even after his constant explaining, even after his constant interviews, you still wonder at the end of the day, well, how can you still do this? You know, you want to blame this and this and this and this, but how do you still do this? What brought you to it? It always just brings you back to that. Just as a loving dad myself, I just wonder, how does one get to that point? I don't understand it. I don't think I want to understand it. But I'm probably not going to get over this. I'm probably still going to be thinking about this and still probably be looking at a video or two months and years down the road. This thing probably could be 5, 10, 15, 20 years old and still be going back to looking at a video or two and wondering why and how. Questions that will probably just never be answered. Because I've never seen anybody react in a way like this. And just like people of the law have seen many cases, well, I've seen many cases too. I watch law shows. I look at cases on YouTube. But you see something like this and it's like, whoa, this took a very far left turn. How and why? I don't get it. But yeah, I'll probably be thinking about this for years to come. And I'll never understand it. Never really thought I'd be making a video about it either. I thought, you know, maybe I'd just watch some videos and not let it bother me, not let it get to me so much. Then all of a sudden I'm making a video about it. Here it is. So there you are. There it is. So yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly at a loss for words. I don't really want to keep on going on and on and on about it or anything, but this case has gotten to me. Just sum it up there. And it's bothering me, and I'm probably going to be thinking about it for years to come. And, I just hope that he is learning his lesson and that he's sitting in there thinking about this every day, because he needs to. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say about it. And I'm probably still going to be wondering how and why for years to come. So anyways, thanks for taking the time to listen on this channel about how I feel about the whole thing. And I'm pretty sure this is a one and only video where I'm going to speak on this, and we're going to get back to doing the usual stuff that we do on this channel. But once in a while I do talk about things like a talk radio. That's why it's just going to be a black screen, because it's just mainly to maybe like listen to while you're driving in your car, not really something you're just sitting and watching YouTube on. And so I just felt like talking about this time, but this is probably going to be the one and only time I'm going to talk about it. We'll get back to doing other things on the channel that's fun and more interesting than talking about this. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, all that stuff. And just wanted to say a few words on this case was all I wanted to do. And we'll be getting back to the other stuff that we've been doing on this channel here real soon. But I just wanted to take a moment to speak on this. Anyways, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Have a good day.